So we are going to talk about a very important phenomena which is very common nowadays, but very rarely people identify it in this way, which I have taken as a topic called mood swing. It is a kind of psychological term which is related with everyone's life, and it actually happens in such a manner that no one is able to identify that what is going on, why the behavior of a person is getting changed, why the body language changed, why the way he used to do conversation changed. Various internal things are involved in it, and in a little bit we will talk about this particular topic which is called mood swing, which we can see all around. So basically, if we try to define what is mood swing, so in a very single line, what we can say, it is the state of mind of an individual. Basically, our body is just an instrument which is being driven by our thoughts. Our thoughts, which actually gets power from our brain, it comes out in the form of our behavior, our actions, which people notices. It is again a phenomena of iceberg, where a little bit of things are visible upstairs, where people can see that yes, it is happening. But why it is happening? How it is happening? What is the exact reason that a person who was laughing a minute before is now started crying? A person who was happier a minute before is now getting frustrated, is angry, and now again after 2 minutes he is normal. So this kind of up and down state in the behavior of an individual can be said in general terms that his mood is good, his mood is not good, I am not able to understand his mood. So the question is all about mood. And when we talk about types of mood, so you can basically identify it as like happy, like for a moment, for like it, the state continues for a few minutes, hours, days. You are happy, sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are excited, or the other time you are depressed. Sometimes you are positive, other time you are negative, sometimes you are angry, sometimes you are frustrated, and the list goes on. So the different type of emotions, different type of feelings, different type of sentiments which we carry with our behavior, which is visible to the people, is known as our mood. And it is not only limited to the list which is being provided here, rather we can identify it in common manner. Like when we talk about any kind of reaction of an individual, the kind of sentiments, the kind of feeling, the kind of emotion which he or she is demonstrating is actually he is talking about the mood. So the effectors or the things from outside which actually affect the mood of an individual are firstly individual by himself or herself. Like what is going on in his mind, what is going on in his routine, how he is feeling now about weather, about environment, about people, about family, about friends, about society, about workplace, about responsibilities, about goals, achievements or failures, which is very dynamic, very versatile, very dynamic in a way that every moment the things are changing. So in all the changing situations, how a person react to it could be a part of the effectors which actually affects the mood of an individual. Then what happens? Due to any change in circumstances, few people with whom you are very much comfortable, few people with whom you are not comfortable. So the kind of state which comes is a kind of swing, and that swing actually happens is like an uncertain swing is the state of mind of an individual, like uncertain way, like you are not expecting. It cannot be predicted. It is an unexpected change in the trend of the behavior of an individual. So this unexpected change is a kind of swing, as the ball swings. So it was expected that it will go in this way, but all of a sudden it swings. So this is same happening with our mood also. So like when the mood swing is happening, what actually goes on? Like we start behaving in a strange manner. People who were appreciating us a moment before, now they started hating us, and they got to know what in real sense that person is. So at that time we have to be cautious about few things. Like when our mood swings, we need to be silent. Please be silent for a few moments, because you are laughing, you are joking, you are making jokes, and all of a sudden you started having some rough conversation with the person who is sitting in front of you on some arguments or anything. So the person will be surprised that what is wrong with this gentleman. So be silent for a few moments, so that if anything wrong happens here, just be calm, cool, compose, just give a moment to yourself to pass the flow, and then smile. Carry a smile for a moment. Like, separately you can flush it out your emotions, separately you can do anything with yourself, separately you can do anything to, like, because when you are with people, whether you are in society, at that time somehow you have to control yourself if you are having a kind of scenario which is called mood swing. Like, don't exaggerate any kind of situation, because once you entered into the, like, track of this mood swing, and a person in front of you started facing your reaction, then the way he or she will react, it will convert into a situation which will be not expected, and it can go to an extreme. So never ever exaggerate anything. Just try to be cool, calm, composed, silence, smiling on the face. Just try to be at ease at a place. Like, don't overreact, because when any single statement or any single facial expression changes from any person, you notice, and you are under a mood swing, so at that time you try to overreact the thing. Stop it. Stop at that moment, because that moment will pass. Like, don't explain and express more. Like, you are trying to explain others why it is happening, so people will have more questions, you will have another answer. So meanwhile any kind of arguments can take place, and it could be a possibility, then it can result in a different way. And be cautious. Like, your concise is somewhere lost. A movement has come, a thought has come, a situation has come, a circumstance has come, in which your brain, your thoughts is actually moving you somewhere else. So at that particular time, at that particular moment, be conscious, because this is brain, this is here, but the way your hand, your legs, your body, a reaction of a movement can change your life. So have control over your nerves, because this is what we say, that those who can handle the situations by controlling their nerves in a better manner could be best leaders, could be successful persons in their life. So it is very important for us to understand these situations. Like, before the final word, 2 or 3 things which I would like to add here in this mood swing is that this mood swing is also having few types. Sometimes in swing, sometimes out swing. As in the cricket, the ball goes in swing or out swing. It depends on the situation or the person or anything else. Sometimes purposely people give you in swing. You are a batsman, you have to play the shot and you miss it, and you just got in trap with that bowler. So with awareness, you can watch yourself. Like, in swing is kind like any situation which is directly affecting you from inside to inside. Don't change your mood, don't swing your mood in that way. Outswing means anytime the outer circumstances are taking over your inner being. So inside out, outside in approach, there are kind of like friction between these times or situations. So just try to be have a proper control on yourself. Like, control could be exercise, it could not be get all of a sudden, but yes, we can try. So final words, we can say that task could be successful or can suffer, but relationship must not be put on stake. Like, when mood swing happens with yourself, you actually harm your relationship. With others, you harm your relationship. So whether the task is going to be successful or not, just conserve your relationships, because relationships are at first. If they are with you, you will win the world. So it is a power. So just have a proper control on your mood, and just be away from mood swing, because one important thing which is must noticing here is that you are a single unit of this planet, of this whole universe. A single day or single moment will come when your mood will swing. But while your mood will swing, you will affect n number of persons. So in response to the mood swing and the reaction which you did, or the action which you did, those persons, if they are 10 in numbers, so you have to face at least 10 more mood swings by them to you in 10 different consecutive days. So for a moment, you just spoil your next 10 days, because now they are having license, they are having freedom. They will say that, oh, that day you hurt me, now I will hurt you. So just have control for a moment. It is better, because once you will act, the people will react. Once you will act, you are alone. But how many people are seeing you? How many people are getting affected by you? They will react individually. So the exponential effect will actually harm you. So control your emotions, have control on your senses, and control your mood, this is best thing to survive.